Okay, hi internet people. We're going to show you how to use an airbrush machine without breaking it or killing anybody or burning their skin off or anything other misfortunate such things. So I can't speak English. We are at the Mariah Dungeon of Terror and we are teaching our new makeup crew how things work. So if anything seems irrelevant to you, it's because it is. But it's relevant to these people, so bear with us. So okay guys, here's the gun. It's a dual action gun. Some of them aren't dual action. It's a top feed. Some of them are not top feed, such as this one. You hook a thing into it here and then it just feeds from this whole bottle. So if you're just doing a lot of black or a lot of red, it works well for that. But for most purposes, I find that these ones work best. So you press down to get the air pressure and it doesn't atomize the paint until you pull it back. So if you just want to blow it in somebody's face for some strange reason, not painting them, you can do that. But just slowly pull it back and you can have, more or less paint. And then all you need to do to get the paint in there is you just pour it in the top and it goes through and pulls it in, and it actually goes pretty fast. I don't know, what color do you want to be, Rachel?
Oh,
Yeah, these are
those. Okay.
Let's do purple.
Purple.
I never had a good excuse to use purple. Okay, so these liquid makeup, there's different brands and different consistencies. This is Mariah. Kind of expensive, but it goes a long way, so you do what you gotta do. And then, since this is kind of thick and expensive, I pour some in here. Guys, this is kind of important too, because this is what I do for most of the stuff. And then I have rubbing alcohol, just your standard, drugstore rubbing alcohol. And the persistent annoying buzzing noise is our little air compressor here. This is what your gun is obviously hooked up to, and most of them have little knobs so you can do lighter or heavier pressure. And then also up here we are actually hooked up to house air, which is a lot, like 40 pounds of air pressure, but for at home use or small usages, you're gonna have one of those little guys. It's actually a pain in the butt because this one doesn't give out air pressure steadily, but that's okay. So I pour, it's not like, you guys can kind of see, I don't pour as much rubbing alcohol as there is paint. Just enough to kind of mix it and dilute it. If you put too much, you're going to have water splatters on their faces. And stop me from going too fast. And then to back bubble it, you put your hand against here so the air can't come out. So it blows the air back in here. And you pull it back and it bubbles up and it mixes it for you. So now it comes out purple. So you push down, pull back, there's your purple. This one's a little watery, but for purposes today, you get the point. Put a little more purple in here. Mix her up. And there's actually a cap I should have on here, because I am professional. Not really, okay. Okay, so we got our air, we got Rachel. Have them close their eyes unless you want like a huge liability and you like to spray paint into people's eyes. That's your problem. We have tanning goggles, but for most uses they leave a weird ring around your face. So have her close her eyes. Then most people get startled, so prepare, if you're doing an intricate job, prepare for people to jump and stuff. Some people are better than others, and pull back, and then you'll have the air come out. Then for most purposes, I don't know, we use this for like clown stuff, or we do a lot of white bases, guys, for Insane Asylum, but we don't have that anymore. So you guys can get creative on your own, but it's the same kind of shadow thing I was talking about earlier. You can tilt your head this way. Like how I did the shadows under her cheekbones and stuff here. And if you're hooked up to the little air compressor, guys, it's going to come out very slowly so you can do a nice easy job. When we have it hooked up to the house pressure, it's going to come out in a bigger burst, so go farther away, but you guys can try to figure that distance thing out yourself. And then, like, if you're going to do the cheekbones, like start and do the outline where it's going to be heaviest, and then just come farther away and shade it in. And then like getting in the crevices where there's going to be shadows. Closer, farther. And, you can do little lines. We have pressure on here. It's a little too heavy to do like really thin lines, but it's a haunted house, so we're not really doing 10-hour artwork projects. Be careful in the eyes, duh. And then, yeah, and you can see I haven't used up all my paint, but it's going. And, That's good enough for now. So now you are hopefully more educated than you were before.